What started off as a joke, but is now normal. Corporate Twitter accounts that meme. It's so normal now for brands on Twitter to have more joking personalities after Wendy's account gained so much attention. It's weird, too. While they're admittedly hilarious at times, something about billion-dollar company essentially hiring trolls to do their promotional advertising is disturbing. It pushes things towards an idiocracy bent where the PR people are just being completely dickish and snarky online. I worked as a content and community manager for a computer company. Boss looked at me one day and said, "Can you not meme more?" The other guy on my team took it up, and while it was effective to engage, it has very little sway on actual buying power. The other guy actually acted like that in person, and let me tell you, it was so absolutely horrible to be associated with. I left the company. English is my mom's second language, which she learned in her late 30s, so although she understands/speaks it decently, she still has problems with a lot of things. One of the things she says that I absolutely love and find endearing is her saying the welcome instead of you're welcome. As a joke, I started using that with my friends as a response, but it's caught on and now a bunch of us use it normally. I think it's kind of cool that something my mom said has caught on a bit and is something people enjoy saying. My mom still mixes up where and who. One time she was on the phone with her now ex and she was trying to figure out where he was, so she kept asking, "Who are you?" It took everything I had in me not to laugh. He got it eventually and told her where he was. When she got off the phone, I told Get about her mistake. We laughed hard, me saying howdy. I feel like the majority of slang or colloquial terms that are now a regular part of my vocabulary started out as me joking around, like haha, wouldn't it be funny if I was the kind of person who said that. This is how dope began to be a daily word choice for me. Yeet seems to have genuinely wormed its way into my vocabulary. YOLO did too back when people still said that. And what is a yeet? The opposite of yoink? I actually think Scientology, no offense Scientologists of Reddit, was L. Ron Hubbard having a laugh. Or he did it to prove a point to other sci-fi writers, then the money was too good to stop. Lol, fuck the Scientologists of Reddit. Fuck Scientology in general. Also hi Karen. Definitely flat earthers and anti-vaxxers. They walk among us now unironically. I agree flat earth started out as a joke, but anti-vaxxers have literally been around as long as vaccines. Smoldering in the background, waiting for an opportunity for resurgence, like a virus that was never completely eliminated. So, I want to get this out there. It was around 2008 to 2009 or so. Facebook was newish and religion was on the outs. I have a bunch of religious zealots in my family that I was arguing about creationism and how geology proves the earth isn't 6,000 years old. After not being able to convince them of logic, I decided to become a flat earther. My reason for doing so was that I too wanted to have an easily refutable worldview that I could endlessly argue in favor of just to annoy them. Joke was on me, they are now full-on flat earthers. SMH. Yeet. It's so satisfying to say as you eat something. Heard someone eat mid-soccer, football, match the other day. I used to mock stoners by jokingly saying man and dude, and now I just say man and dude all the time. I so get this. I am a fairly well-educated female in a respected profession, started dating a fellow that used dude every other word. Do to refer to another person, male or female, as a form of stating surprise, as in dude etc. The word weirdly and quickly insinuated itself into my vocabulary and began to heavily pepper my speech. I never noticed until a patient asked if I grew up in California, lol. Had to make a huge conscious effort to rid myself of the word. Now I cringe even if I hear it or read it. Edit, spelling. Taking selfies. The Minecraft revival of 2019 for sure. Even I'm playing it unironically again. Is there actually a Minecraft revival going on? I re-downloaded the game 4 days ago on a whim and 3 of my friends have been playing constantly on a new realm since. Didn't know this was a big thing this year. It's always been big and never stopped growing. In fact, it became the best-selling game of all time. It's bigger on Reddit specifically, because months ago a few of their favorite YouTubers started playing it again. But its popularity has never stopped growing. Storming Area 51. Deleted. Time. Internet culture. Some people can't even function in the real world because they are so misguided by their online echo chambers. Have you seen the depression memes? Edit, first time a gold, thank you kind stranger. I am familiar with /r/2 Merle for Merle. Gong Show, greater than America's Got Talent. OK https://n.wikipedia.org/wiki/ok. It was first popularized during the first half of the 1800s, when a fad of comical misspellings was all the rage. As such, the expression all correct was spelled all correct and abbreviated to OK. Hence, what started off as joke is now normal. OK. OK. In the late 70s, SNL had a fake commercial for a disposable razor with 3 blades, then one with 4, which is what I use today. Didn't they also have one that actually removes several layers of skin for a really close shave? Yeah, it was like a 20-bladed razor or something ungodly stupid like that. And here it is. Minor corrections, 90s MADTV, but similar vein, https://www.youtube.com/watch. V equals oojas and gbcgg. Dogecoin, a freaking meme, became a tradable currency. The good thing about Dogecoin is how stable it is. 1 Doge equals 1 Doge, can't argue with that. Better than the Blemflark. One of those is worth 0 of itself. Potato chips. Supposedly in 1853 a customer ordered a type of potato dish and he kept sending it back saying it was thin/salty enough. Fed up, the chef cut it ridiculously thin and salted the hell out of it. The customer liked it and it became a regular thing. Snapchat filters. Hell no. And even the skin smoothing of the face filter on Huawei default camera, which, allegedly, cannot be turned off. What do you mean, can't turn it off? It's right there in the settings. Alex Jones claiming there is a pedophile ring amongst the world's elite. I was going to say that something about that has been coming up low-key in the news since before InfoWars, but then I realized InfoWars started in like 1999. Anything popular in Portland, right now. Heroin was never a joke. I mean that in a joking way, but it's also pretty true. Hey, both Portland, Maine and Oregon have heroin problems. We can finally relate on something. Wait, all of the US has heroin problems? Never mind. Back in the 80s there were a lot of Satanism-themed heavy metal bands. At the time I was sure they were just trolling the religious right, but by the 90s I think the Church of Satan had a real boost in membership. The Church of Satan, somewhat counterintuitively, is secular. And then you have the Satanic Temple, which is also secular, which is essentially a pro-science, pro-separation of church and state, pro-LGBT, pro-choice advocacy group. Pronouncing lol as a word instead of saying the letters individually. In Dutch _lol_ is a word that means fun, so I was actually surprised when I first heard someone in English spell it out. I used to joke about spending all my time on Reddit. I used to spend a lot of time on Reddit, I still do, but I used to too. Using you, y, etc. when texting, it's definitely come full circle. Texting like that in middle school, then thinking I was way too smart for that in high school, then it resurfaced in college as a joke and now I can't stop. What I find crazy is that I, 28, have never used that kind of text shorthand language in texting, but my parents, late 50s, constantly use text shorthand and it really throws me. It's crazy how older people now use text speak and are obsessed with Facebook. You know, reverse card in effect. Technical Virgin was a joke website around 2000, promoting anal sex as a way to stay a virgin in the eyes of God. And then people started actually doing it. Garfunkel and Oates did a song about it called The Loophole. The good old loophole. when an exotic dancer became a congresswoman in my country. She has this motto: don't let life live you. Her resume on Congress is a golden one and has done more for women in my country than most of her peers. She is running for Congress again and she has my vote dead straight. What country? Love your story. Peru. Her name is Susie Diaz. You can look her up online. I have no friends. Visualize it, say it, and you'll manifest it. It's crazy how influential negative self-talk can be. Positive affirmations come off as hella corny, but it's mind-blowing to use when you start challenging those negative beliefs about yourself. I had a client who actually did this with their finances. He was a mid-level manager and ended up on hard times. He was able to actually declare Chapter 11 by repeating it loudly at his place of work. Nice guy. A little clingy, think his name was Scan? The selfie stick was in a Japanese book about useless inventions until it became a real thing. I remember a picture posted on here of an Asian woman using one and there was so much ridicule and talk of what a lonely loser she was to need it. The next week everyone had one. What are your thoughts? Edit, the redesign suggested I ask this. Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of the Ukraine. Zelensky played the president on a TV show, then stood for election IRL and won. https://n.m.wikipedia.org/wiki/Volodymyr_Zelensky